There's a place on this planet that almost feels like a glitch. A spot where the Pacific Ocean is actually east of the Atlantic, where the sun rises over the Pacific and somehow sets over the Caribbean, where North and South America crash together in a land so thin you could almost turn your head and see both oceans at the same time. And the craziest part? There's a region so wild, so untouched, that no road has ever managed to cross it. Welcome to Panama, a country that feels like it rewrites the rules of geography. For the next 15 minutes, I'm taking you through 50 mind-bending facts that will make you question everything you thought you knew about maps, oceans, even reality itself. This isn't just geography. This is Panama, and it's about to break your brain. Let's go. Fact 50. Panama is the only place on Earth where you can watch the sunrise over the Pacific Ocean and set over the Atlantic Ocean on the same day from the same country. But here's the twist. The Pacific is actually east of the Caribbean Sea here. The entire country curves like a twisted S shape, flipping everything you know about ocean positions. Your mental map already broken. Fact 49. The Darién Gap is a 10,000 square kilometer stretch of rainforest with absolutely no roads. It's the only break in the Pan-American Highway, which stretches from Alaska to Argentina. Why? Because the jungle is so impossibly dense, so dangerous, so filled with cliffs, swamps, and rivers that engineers gave up. It's Earth's last roadless barrier between continents. Fact 48. Panama is narrower than the distance between Manhattan and the Bronx. At its thinnest point, the country is only 50 kilometers wide. You could literally drive from ocean to ocean in under an hour, if roads existed everywhere. Fact number 47. There's an island in Panama called Isla Coiba, where humans were banned for nearly 100 years. It was a prison island, a place so isolated that nature took over. Today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site with species that exist nowhere else on Earth. The prison closed in 2004, but the island still feels haunted. Fact 46. Panama has more bird species than the United States and Canada combined. Over 1,000 species in a country the size of South Carolina. The biodiversity here is insane. Fact 45. The Panama Canal doesn't run east-west. It runs north-south. When ships travel from the Atlantic to the Pacific through the canal, they're actually moving from northwest to southeast. The entire mental image you had of the canal? Wrong. Fact 44. There's a river in Panama called the Chagres River that flows in two directions. During high tides, the ocean pushes water upstream, reversing the flow. It's one of the few rivers on Earth that doesn't obey the basic rule, rivers flow downhill. Fact 43. Panama City is the only capital city in the world with a tropical rainforest inside city limits. The Metropolitan Natural Park sits right in the middle of skyscrapers. You can hike through jungle and see monkeys, then walk 10 minutes to a shopping mall. Fact 42. The Darién Gap has swallowed entire expeditions. In 1961, a British expedition tried to cross it in a Range Rover. It took them 5 months to travel 250 kilometers. Most people who attempt it never finish. Fact 41. Panama has a lake, Gatun Lake, that is bigger than the entire island of Singapore. And it's man-made. It was created when the Panama Canal was built, flooding an entire valley and creating one of the largest artificial lakes in the world. Fact 40. The Kuna people of Panama's San Blas Islands move their entire villages every generation. They build on coral islands, and when the island becomes too crowded or unstable, they simply relocate. Entire communities picked up and moved to new islands. Fact 39. Panama is home to the world's only sea-to-sea rainforest corridor. The forest stretches unbroken from the Caribbean to the Pacific. Jaguars can cross from one ocean to the other without leaving the jungle. Fact 38. There are over 1,500 islands in Panama's archipelagos, but most of them don't even have names. They're just there, unmapped, unclaimed, floating in turquoise water. Fact 37. Panama's highest point, Volcan Baru, is the only place on Earth where you can see both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans at the same time. On a clear day, it's 3,475 meters tall, and from the summit, both oceans are visible. 2 oceans, 1 view, mind-breaking. Fact 36, the Camarca-Gunayala San Blas Islands is an autonomous territory inside Panama. It has its own government, its own rules, its own currency for tourists. It's a country within a country. Fact 35, Panama has more coastline than Peru. Think about that. Peru is 3 times larger, but Panama's twisted, island-filled geography gives it more ocean border. Fact 34. There's a species of golden frog in Panama called the Panamanian golden frog, and it's considered extinct in the wild. It was worshipped by indigenous cultures and symbolized good luck. Now it only exists in captivity, a victim of a fungal epidemic that swept through Central America. Fact 33. The Bridge of the Americas in Panama is the only road connection between North and South America. One bridge, that's it. Without it, the continents are separated by the Darién Gap. Fact 32. Panama's Pearl Islands were used as the filming location for multiple seasons of Survivor, and locals barely knew the islands existed until reality TV made them famous, because they are that remote. Fact 31. The town of Portobello was once one of the richest ports in the Spanish Empire, overflowing with gold and silver. But today, it's a quiet town with crumbling forts and fewer than 5,000 people. Fact 30. Panama has a volcanic Pacific island called Isla Iguana that is literally shaped like an iguana. Its coastline perfectly mimics the reptile's body. Whether coincidence or nature's joke, nobody knows. Fact 29. Panama has no hurricanes, ever, because it sits south of the hurricane belt, making it one of the safest places in the Caribbean from tropical storms while neighbors get hit hard. Fact 28. The indigenous Emberá people live in remote Darién jungle villages with no road access, reachable only by canoe, living the same way their ancestors did 500 years ago. Fact 27. The town of El Valle de Antón sits entirely inside the crater of an extinct volcano, with homes, hotels, and restaurants all built inside a volcanic caldera. Fact 26. The Panama Railroad, built in 1855, was the world's first transcontinental railroad, connecting 2 oceans long before the canal existed, costing thousands of lives as the jungle repeatedly reclaimed the tracks. Fact 25. Playa Bluff is a hidden beach where sea turtles outnumber humans, and during nesting season, hundreds crawl ashore every night, so remote that most Panamanians don't even know it exists. Fact 24. Chagres National Park protects the watershed that supplies every drop of water for the Panama Canal, meaning the rainforest literally powers global shipping. Fact 23. The San Blas Islands have no police, hospitals, or government buildings. The Kuna people self-govern completely, and community members decide punishments for crimes, making it one of the last autonomous indigenous regions in the Americas. Fact 22. Panama is one of only 3 countries with no standing army, abolishing it in 1989 after a dictatorship, and today national defense is handled by police forces. Fact 21. Boquete has eternal spring, with temperatures that never exceed 25 degrees Celsius or drop below 15 degrees Celsius year-round because of its perfect highland valley climate. Fact 20. Panama's quipo tree grows only in one small region and can live over 1,000 years. Some alive today were seedlings when Vikings raided Europe. Fact 19. The Panama Canal uses no pumps. It's completely gravity-fed, running on rainwater flowing from Gatun Lake through the locks using pure physics. Fact 18. Toboga Island, nicknamed the Island of Flowers, has been continuously inhabited since the 1500s and is one of the oldest European settlements in the Pacific. Fact 17. Panama has more coral reefs per square kilometer than almost anywhere in the Caribbean, with many unexplored and hundreds of marine species still undiscovered. Fact 16. The harpy eagle, one of the world's most powerful eagles with talons the size of grizzly bear claws, lives in Panama's jungles and can snatch monkeys mid-leap. It's also the national bird. Fact 15. In the Darién Gap, tree fall zones occur where entire sections of jungle collapse overnight due to unstable soil, creating massive sudden clearings. Fact 14. Panama's Bocas del Toro archipelago has bioluminescent water. Swim at night, and your body glows blue because microscopic plankton light up when disturbed, making it feel like you're swimming through stars. Fact 13. The town of Chitre celebrates a wild 4-day carnival where people throw water, paint, and foam. Businesses shut down, streets flood, and nobody escapes dry. Fact 12. Soberani National Park's Pipeline Road is one of the world's best birdwatching spots, with over 525 species recorded on this single road. Fact 11. Cayo Zapatia has sand so white and fine it actually squeaks when you walk on it, making the entire beach feel like it sings beneath your feet. Fact 10. Santa Catalina was a secret surf spot unknown to the outside world until the 1990s and is now one of Central America's best breaks while still feeling untouched. Fact 9. The Bayano Caves stretch over 10 kilometers underground with rivers, waterfalls, and massive cathedral-sized chambers, many areas still unexplored. Fact 8. The blue morpho butterfly in Panama has wings so intensely blue that pilots can see them from the sky. The color comes from microscopic structures, not pigment. Fact 7. The Azuero Peninsula is one of Central America's driest places despite being surrounded by ocean, a true desert peninsula in tropical territory. Fact 6. Isla Nyos once served as a floating prison island during canal construction, where prisoners lived on anchored ships. Today, it's connected to the mainland, though ruins remain. Fact 5. Panama's rainforest acts like a lung of the Americas, producing enormous oxygen and absorbing carbon. If the Darién were cleared, the continent's climate would shift. Fact 4. The Ngabe Bugle people weave chikara bags with patterns so intricate they take months to create. Each one is unique and tells generational stories. Fact 3. Valle de la Luna is a hidden valley with rock formations so alien that NASA studies them because the geology resembles Mars. Fact 2. The Panama Canal created a new ecosystem where Pacific and Caribbean species mix in Gatun Lake, forming hybrid environments scientists are still studying. Fact 1. Panama is the only country where the sun rises over one ocean and sets over another. Due to twisted geography, the Pacific sunrise happens in the east and the Caribbean sunset in the west. Panama is a beautiful, impossible geographic glitch where continents collide, oceans flip sides, jungles rewrite rules, and nature refuses to behave. Most people think it's just the canal, but now you know it's one of the most misunderstood and mind-bending places on Earth. So tell me, which country should I break down next?